The carnivore community really is awesome, and I wanted to take the time to say a big thank you. But just before we get into it, I want to let you know this is an unscripted video, so there's probably going to be a lot of ums, ahs, and all that kind of thing in here, okay? So please forgive me for that. So why do I want to say thank you? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Firstly, this community has embraced me so warmly. Just a year and a half ago or so, no one knew who I was, and this community has embraced me so much, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for that. But also, this community has given me the confidence to be able to manage my own health and take responsibility for my own health. For example, back in 2018 when I was having a physical, I went through all the tests, and at the end of the tests you go and sit down with the doctor, and he, checks your heart and he asks you questions, and then he says, is there anything you want to bring up with me? Do you have any concerns? And at the end he said to me, these cholesterol numbers are creeping up. You're probably going to need a statin at some point. And I said, a statin, what's that for? And he said, it's okay, it just controls your cholesterol. I'm taking a statin too, they're great. And at that point, if he'd pushed any harder than that, it was just kind of an aside, but if he'd pushed any harder than that, I would have gone, yeah, okay, well, I guess if that's the thing I need to take, I'll take it. And I mean, that's the problem we see with everyone these days in the general population. Is just everyone's going, well, doctor knows best. Yeah, okay, well, I'll take a statin. What else do I need? What other tablets? What other meds do I need? And generally, that's how we all just go through life. We just go, well, the doctor knows best. Give me the prescriptions and I'll be out of the office and I'll be happy until next month when I have to come and fill these prescriptions. And that's just the way we go through life. We give our power away to the doctors because we trust them. We've been raised to believe they've only got our best interests at heart, and most of them do. I'm not picking on all doctors here. Most of them care about their patients, but the thing is, I now, thanks to this community, have the confidence and the feeling of self-empowerment to be able to ask questions and push back when I'm being told, you need to take these meds. And as I get older, this is becoming much more important. And as I do carnivore, this is also becoming much more important, because for the last year to year and a half, my LDL has hovered between the 350 to 380 mark. And so whenever I go to see my doctor, that is all he ever talks about. It's almost like he's a child that's seen this shiny ball flash past him, bounce down to the end of the room, hit the wall, and then come to a rest, and he's looking at that shiny ball and he can't get his eyes off it. Nothing else is taking his attention. It doesn't matter what I say about anything. All he's focused on is that LDL number. And fortunately now, I can ask questions and stand my ground, whether he's listening to me or not. And that's thanks to you. For example, we really need to get you on a statin. Well, what's the benefit of me going on a statin? It'll reduce your LDL. Well, what's the result of reducing my LDL? Why would we want to do that? And he just looks down at his paper, doesn't answer, or changes the subject. Or it's almost like when a cat is cleaning up their kitty litter after they've used it, right? They're scratching it up and there's a bit of dust flying out the back and whatever. It's a little bit like the doctor gets to a point where you've asked too many questions and it's like, okay, I've got to mess up my kitty litter now to make it all dusty so that you forget about what we were talking about. Something like that. So this goes on and on and on, and then we might get onto a different topic, but then it gets pulled all the way back to LDL again, and it's focused on, but before we talk about anything else, we need to sort out your LDL. And the last time I was there, I got a bit frustrated, and I said, look at me. You weighed me. You took all my measurements today. This is the healthiest I've ever been. You can't argue with this. And still you're focused on this one metric. And I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of doctors, and probably culturally in Japan, it's all doctors. They're on autopilot. They're not interested in the nuance of your particular situation. Then they'll see a high LDL and they'll just say, you know what, we got to get this LDL down. But hang on, let's talk about this. No, LDL, we need to get the LDL down. And the conversation just goes on and on and on. And again, I want to say to you today, thank you. I want to thank the carnivore community, because this community has given me the power to say no, slow down, let me ask questions, and tell me, what are the benefits of this thing that outweigh all the side effects that we can look at here on the website of the products you're trying to get me to take? If you can't answer my questions simply and to the point without changing the subject or repeating the same information, then I can't trust you, and I'm going to have to manage my health on my own. And guys, if you want to see an amazing interview, check out this video next.